Here we go. Love grows here, and apparently so do little beehives. This birdhouse got some bees in here. Homeowner called me and said, please take this away, and I did just that. I do have a little graveyard of all kinds of boxes, squirrel boxes, owl boxes, and the like. Seems to be a real common thing. But this one's a pretty little birdhouse. I'm going to try to do my best to take it apart carefully and get these bees out so I can return the box back to the owner. So here I am getting the screws out. I'm kind of trying to figure out how to get to these bees. They're right in the middle section. I use my old hive tool as a flat bar. We use these hive tools. They basically are a flat bar. Unfortunately, I cracked the side, so they're going to have to do a little fixing, but that's the Charlie Bee way. Gotta do what we gotta do. So here's the bees. Got some lots of comb, kind of crammed in there. Healthy little hive, but getting all this good stuff out. There's honey, there's some bees, there's brood and babies, and I'm looking for the queen. They kind of skedaddled out of there. They saw me coming, and I'm here. I'm going to put some of their comb into a frame. I'm doing this one-handed because I'm holding the camera, so kind of limping along here, but there I threw some honey in the bottom, and there's their brood that goes in. That'll really attract them, and then I'm going to get the rest out there. I'm going to get the bees off this and into their new hive, and they should hive right up pretty good. Really, I like to give them lots of food to entice them to move in, a little juicy juice, and then I'm going to kind of get all the resources I can, get into this colony, get it in there, and make it real inviting. Make it the same as their hive was, or as close to it, and put it in the exact same spot. This is my, I call this beehive. This is the yard where I work on hives after I capture them. So these bees are going to hive right up. I'm going to put them on top and get the old brush. I don't use a brush very often, but this is a situation where I might just brush some bees in. Kind of makes the bees mad, so quite often instead of brushing, I'll really shake them. So I'm brushing these bees in, just looking for the queen, but not seeing anything. Really not worried about finding the queen. She's going to go in there. So I'm just kind of letting the bees be bees, let them do the work. And then I get impatient, of course, and I'm going to give them a big old shake because that's how I do. And here we go. Boom. Get a bunch of bees off, and then I'm going to flip it over and get the bees from the inside, and then kind of get this structure away so they no longer have that as a home. I got all the comb out of it, so now I can shake these bees in, and they should hive up just nice. So I'm going to get their old home far enough away that they're not interested in it anymore, and leave it open to the sun so that won't smell good to them anymore, won't be enticing. And then the bees will reorient to their new spot. All right, so that went pretty well. Bees are in this box now, and they're gonna hive up. I did not see the queen. I was kind of moving quick. I shook a lot of bees out of that box, and I'm just assuming she's gonna go in, or she's gonna follow the girls in. There's brood in this little box here, so the babies are in there, so they'll smell that and say, oh, the babies are here. They had nice young eggs, larvae, which gives off a pheromone that really attracts the bees. So anyway, they should hive up real nice. Say goodbye to the old birdhouse. I'm gonna have to reassemble it for the homeowner. I want to give it back to him. Another hive in the apiary. Hopefully they'll do well, and I'll probably requeen them. They are pretty gentle, but I do have queens still available, and I tend to requeen hives to give them a known genetic and let them build up. So it's better than having a job in a cubicle.